Hey Internet, this is Hanley, back to Glendale. Little update. So last time you were with me, I was mulching up here, putting down some compost. As you can see, managed to grow a really nice patch of bindweed. So been thinking a lot about this, and this bindweed is basically here to stay until we put in some big perennials that can crowd it out. Any annuals will forever compete with it, and there's just no way of eliminating it. So I think the future of this piece of land right here is going to have to really be perennials. That being said, I got some annuals in this year, just some corn. I tried to plant some cucurbits, squash, and melons and pumpkins. But all of the wood chip mulch that I put down, when I was digging into it, it was just earwig central, and they munched most of the squash. Here you can see a little bindweed nodule. That little white bit will grow into a massive bindweed vine. There's just no way of stopping it. So, some heirloom corn that is pushing through. I've got to pull this bindweed off of it. Quite a bit of corn in here. That's exciting. Also made a little herb garden over here. Some goji plants up front. Some other herbs. This is a giant pumpkin. Seem to have made it on the hugel mound, so see what that does. And yeah, gotta go find my dog. All right, we're back. Got Milton. Gonna pick him up, walk him over to the backyard. Hi, Milton. So up here, garlic's all ready to go. You can see the bindweed just crushes everything. One thing I have found effective against it, and I mentioned this in the last video, is a mint strawberry planting. These strawberries have been hugely productive this year. I've had entire meals off them several times, just this little patch, so pretty impressive. Got some little artichokes coming up. Seems to do really well here in Salt Lake City. Walking back on the side, got some crap piles going. Take these to the metal recycle. Got our fertilizers back here, our bins. It's just kind of a boneyard. It looks like junk, but it's a bunch of wood pallets and chicken wire, stuff like that. This is all stuff that we don't want to necessarily go to the hardware store and buy, so we just got to kind of keep it somewhere. Got more of that going on back here. Need a little summer cleaning. It's mulberry trees in its third year, so we'll see how that goes. Another big bindweed patch back here. Same thing happened as up front. I just didn't plant any annuals here. But see all these flowers? These are supposedly really good for bees. I've heard that. All I've seen is flies in it and wasps. So, I don't know. Got our walk-in cooler over here. Put this roof on this year. Keep the water off. And it's a normal air conditioning unit that we have hooked up to a cool bot that tricks it into blowing cold. So right now, 39 degrees in here, just with a normal air conditioning unit and a highly insulated room. Come on, Milton. And coming back here, into M&M Farms. You have a beehive, some firewood, more boneyard scrap stuff. Matt Morganti grows for restaurants, mostly copper onion and maza, and some others. Just market crops. Seems to do pretty well off this little piece of land, and it's a full-time deal trying to take care of this by yourself. Now here's what I really wanted to show you on this tour. It's our new chicken pasture, and we had the portable fence, and every time we'd move it, the chickens would jump over it, and it was just not working. So we hammered T-posts every, what is this, 10 feet or so, and then we strung up, this is drywall netting, I think was what it was called in the store. We priced a whole bunch of different things, and then we tied it on with these little metal wires, and you can see it just kind of encapsulates this whole area. And some people have been going up to Harmon's, the grocery store, and dumpster diving food scraps and bringing back big buckets of them and putting them in the middle of the pasture, and the chickens have really been loving that. There's some fruit trees in here that are real yummy. We've got a whole bunch of apricots this year, which is great because in the 3 years I've been here, this is the first year I've seen this tree put on fruit. Really excited about that. And we put a little umbrella here, dumpstered umbrella, a little water, and they do their dust bathing in here. They dig holes and cover themselves in dust and act like chickens. It's really nice. We're thinking one plan is to run our portable fence diagonal down the middle, and that way we can keep the chickens on one side and regenerate the green growth on the other side. And once they eat up the green growth there, flip them over to the other side and regenerate. That way they're always getting a fresh supply of greens right from the ground, and they really benefit. And so do we. Their eggs are just dark orange yolk, and they're really good. So the way they access this is we've built this little tunnel right here, and they figured this thing out immediately. The tunnel runs over here, over to their permanent enclosure, and then into the chicken palace. So in here, this is where they roost at night, and we lock the doors so the raccoons and skunks can't get in. They roost up here, and then they lay their eggs down in these boxes. And we can pull out the dirty bedding right here, and this thing opens up to the eggs. So we have some really pretty eggs. Look at those things. They're great. Thanks for watching.